Hey, it's Wednesday, so you're here on YouTube watching our Midweek series. I'm Brody, and this is my baby boy, Easton. He just turned 2 months on the 17th, and we just took a 9-hour car trip. And I know what you're thinking, that was probably a nightmare with a 2-month-old, but he was a champ. He only lost it for a little bit when we were stuck in traffic. But I'm here with my family on vacation, and I just wanted to say hi to you guys and intro this video. But in a little bit, I'm going to let you know some announcements and what's going on with our new BibleProject series video this week. But hope you and your families are doing well, that you guys are bonding, spending time together, that you're digging deep into God's Word and having some time to really relax and deal with all the stuff going on in the world. But love you guys a lot. See you outside in a couple seconds. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me outside here at our little patio area at our beach house. I want to start off with some announcements that we got going on this week. Again, there's going to be another women's devotional at 9:30, so jump onto that Zoom link for that. They're doing like a 5-part series, so check that out. That should be great. Again, with church, we're doing drive-in services is the main plan, and so we're planning to do a drive-in service this Sunday, but due to weather, we may make changes. So be on your group me's, look for the email, check out our Facebook. We should update you guys if weather hinders that plan. And this week, as you guys all know, we have been doing the BibleProject series. And so we've been going through book by book in the New Testament. And so now we just did Hebrews and we're jumping on to James. And James is a powerful book of the Bible. I mean, if you guys are here on YouTube, I would guess that you guys know this, but YouTube has a ton of channels about working out. Some of the classic channels are like 8-minute abs or 30-day shred plan, or follow my 12-week workout plan and you'll lose 100 pounds. I don't know. YouTube's full of workout channels that do stuff like this. And for me, reading the book of James is like one of these 8-minute abs video, that every verse, every chapter is such a powerful punch, and it's getting you in shape spiritually. And I just want to share some highlights from each chapter, right? Chapter 1 talks about a man who looks in the mirror and forgets what he looks like. They compare that reading the Bible, looking into the Word, but not being any different afterwards. That's a big, powerful punch. Chapter 2 is super famous about faith and deeds, and how your faith is dead if you don't have deeds. Chapter 3 is about taming the tongue, and about how you can't spew, curses and praises to your Father at the same time. Chapter 4 has this powerful line about how friendship with the world is like being an enemy to God. And chapter 5 ends powerfully with Elijah and just sharing with us the power of prayer. And so James really, to me, is like this 8-minute abs video. If you want to get in shape spiritually, read the book of James. I mean, you can meditate on a couple verses and it could change your life forever. Read a chapter, read the whole thing, and it's going to be like your 12-week workout plan. But I want to share with you guys the verse that, since a young Christian, has hit me the most from James. And that's James chapter 1. And we're going to look at verse 26. And so James chapter 1 verse 26, it says, "Those who consider themselves religious, yet do not keep a tight rein on their tongues, deceive themselves, and their religion is worthless. Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this, to look after orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world." Those are two of the most clear-cut verses in the whole Bible. It starts off saying, if you consider yourself religious, and I would assume you as a listener do, and I do as well. You're here, you're tuning in, you're trying to learn about God. If you consider yourself religious, yet do not keep a tight rein on your tongues, he says your religion is worthless. What comes to mind right away about the tight rein on my tongues is social media. Right now, it seems like America is probably the most divisive it's ever been. And for some of it is good reasons, right? People are fighting for injustice, fighting for those who've been oppressed. But I don't know, sometimes you just spend a little bit of time on Facebook, and sometimes I feel like I need to take a shower afterwards. I just feel dirty. Like you read the arguments, you read what people say to each other, read how coarse and sharp and cruel their words are. And I wonder, how has your social media posting been going? How have your words been? Have you kept a tight rein on your tongue? In verse 27, I mean, wow. It says, religion that God, our Father, not a priest, not the pastor, not your grandma, but God accepts as pure and faultless. I don't know if I've ever done anything faultless in my life before, but what God says is if you want a religion that's pure and faultless, he says to do three things: to look after orphans, look after widows, and to keep yourself being polluted from the world. And wow, I mean, it's kind of shocking, the three things that he says. I don't know what you expected to hear after he said pure and faultless, but for me, those three weren't the first things that came to my mind. And so that's a tough evaluation, to look at those three criteria and to see how you're doing. I mean, when's the last time you helped out an orphan? When's the last time that you took care of a widow? You know, how polluted are you by the world? What does that even look like? And so my challenge to you guys today is to evaluate how you've been polluted by the world. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But also, I would love for you guys to take this challenge to try to help out an orphan or a widow this week. Again, guys, it's sad that we're not meeting in person a ton, but what I do love is that God's word is unchained, that we're doing things throughout the week, that no matter what happens, God's working powerfully in our lives. Love you a lot. See you next week.
Hey fam, this is Sabrina working with the media team for the Columbus Church of Christ. I want to remind you to like and share this video. Also subscribe to our channel, press the little bell icon to turn notifications on. And if you're interested in studying the Bible or just checking out our social media pages, check out all the links in the description below. So yeah, stay safe out there, fam. Jesus is Lord.